Hey moms and dads, this is Dr. Scott Haggerty back here with Elite Family Chiropractic in North Royalton, Ohio. And so today I want to talk about digestion in our kids. You know, one of the things that I do when I talk to a lot of the kids when they're coming in for their initial exams is we talk about how the brain and the body are built to work. And I'm going to use the same type of an analogy. So if we know that the job of the brain is to control everything, and that the brain talks to the entire body using the spinal cord, and that the job of the spinal column is to protect the spinal cord so that it's able to talk, communicate effectively. So, but sometimes from birth process, there can be things where it's almost like blowing a breaker, right? If there's a little too much torque, a little bit too much twisting, and parts of the upper part of your baby's neck are affected, it can be like blowing a breaker on that part of the brain's ability to communicate via the spinal cord to the body. And so, we'll always talk about, if you have a choice between, your brain being able to work at 100% or not working at 100%, what do you choose, right? Everyone chooses 100%. But think about it in context. Right? If you have a child that has colic and they're having these kind of really significant early life digestive issues, if no one's ever told you what it is, I want to explain it to you. So there are nerves that come off the brainstem through a nerve called the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve starts right there, right on the front of the brainstem, comes right off the spinal cord, controls swallowing, controls feeding, controls digestion. Huge, 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 huge nerve. Well, guess what? If a baby has colic, guess what they have? They have a vagus nerve that it's not doing its job to be able to control digestion, to process the food, to be able to go and move it through the digestive tract like it's supposed to. We get lots of babies that come in here and one of their initial complaints is colic. And one of the coolest things that we have watched with hundreds of babies that we've taken care of over the years is once they start getting adjusted, all of a sudden, within a very short period of time, they're eating well and they're digesting well, and their colic goes away, and their quality of life for mom and for baby goes up dramatically. Because once we help to go and reconnect the brain and the vagus nerve into the GI, and they're talking the way they're supposed to, guess what happens? The body's self-regulating and self-healing. Once it sees what's going on, the brain fixes it, and that child begins to feed well and digest well and becomes a happy, awesome little baby like they should have been from the very beginning. If you have someone in your family that has a baby that's struggling with colic, or even older kids, right, struggling with stomach issues and having trouble digesting their food, so be a great idea to go and talk to them about coming in so they can get checked out and we can do some nerve scans to go and see what is possibly affecting their ability to digest their food, affecting their ability to live life the way they should. Okay, this is Dr. Scott. God bless you guys. Be elite.